What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pioneer Assembly. We are a place to gather for those called to go. My name is Bethany Barr Phillips, and I will be your host for this Volume 2 set of field notes that we are titling Facing Your Fears. Today is the one fear that I think many feel as though it does not apply to them because they're confident in a skill or a relationship. This is the one, though, that will silently suffocate even the best intentions. Today, we're going to talk about insecurity. Y'all remember the statement from the very beginning. Faith in God will free you to live fearless. Y'all, insecurity is not a fear that we can overcome on our own. At some point, we have all experienced insecurity and allowed it to seep into our everyday dealings with people or the thoughts inside of our head. John Bevere says it like this: insecurity comes when we find our identity in anything but God. Insecurity is an identity issue. Who we are in Christ should reassure us that insecurity isn't the way. So why do we accept insecurity so easily? I want to give you two reasons. One, insecurity is easy. And two, insecurity makes you feel like you're in control. Think of it like this. Insecurity is like a jacket that you can take on and off whenever you want control. We hang it by this proverbial door in our hearts, and we put it on when we become shaky in the circumstances we may find ourselves in. I think this is because believers read the word, and maybe some of us talk about the word, but we don't really believe it. We often treat it like when things are good in our lives, our game is on top, right? And when we're in the hard places, we think and feel like he's not coming to help us, so we begin to take over. Insecurity will do this. When you are led by insecurity, you'll be more willing to try and fix rather than first remember that you are free in Christ. Maybe you think you don't struggle with insecurity. If this is you, I would ask you, have you ever struggled with things like jealousy, perfectionism, being overly confident, demeaning, insulating yourself, not being open with others, being paranoid, or anxiety? As a believer, you don't have to live in insecurity. You don't have to live in these things. You don't have to accept the world's ways of becoming a better or more pleasing person if you want to try and overcome insecurity. Listen, the world's way to overcome insecurities is by building confidence in yourself. But God's way of overcoming insecurity is by building your confidence in Him. I have led worship for some time, and there have been a few particular moments at my local church where I have just completely messed everything up. So much so that when I have walked off the platform, there was one particular incident that we still laugh at today, where my worship pastor came up, he put his hand on my shoulder, and he just goes, "You'll get him next time." Devastating. My response to that could have been to never walk back out on that platform, but my confidence wasn't in my worship pastor's approval, though I want to be honoring and be excellent. My confidence is in Christ. Sometimes things just happen. Insecurity would tell us to quit, but confidence in Christ says keep going. That's the mark of a true pioneer. Pioneers don't quit. They keep walking back out there. They keep reading the word. They keep praying. They keep believing that God is who He said He is, and that He will do what He said He would do. They keep believing that their identity is in Christ and nothing else. Insecurity will control us if we let it. Are you looking for the easy way out, or are you looking for control? Are you willing to push past the issues and mistakes to live like you are loved by God? Insecurity is one that gets us all, but remember, faith in God will free us to live fearless so that we don't have to worry about continually taking in our insecurities. God's way to overcoming that is building our confidence in Him. So we're trusting that for you today, that you build your confidence in who God is, in His Word, and trust that He's good and faithful and will meet you right where you are. Be sure to connect with us via Substack, via YouTube, and on our Instagram, Pioneer_Assembly. We would love to connect and build this community, knowing that we are a place together for those called to go. So we hope to see you here again next time at the Pioneer Assembly.